Crypto Keo here, bringing news on whether there is a correlation between the stocks and the crypto market. I don't know if you guys remember me playing a video of Gregory. Oh God, I can't even say his name. Matitude, whatever. It starts with an M. Yeah, so he's been giving a lot of analysis. He does a report in the morning and also in the evening after I guess the stocks close. And there were first there was the drop in the bonds, and then when the drop in the bonds was about significant, it was about a week or so. Then the stocks started rising up, and then they lowered, and so did crypto. Here in this article, it says there is there is a correlation, but at the same time there isn't. The correlation is that it's only correlated with the high risk stocks and not just stocks in general. Right here they have so let's looking at the says both markets. Okay, so little before these heights, Bitcoin had also surged up to its all-time high of 20,000. So the Dow Jones and S&P 500, um, they grew in heights rapidly, and then of course people remember Donald Trump taking credit for that. And then at the same time, both of them started to plunge. First, it was Bitcoin, whose price steadily dropped towards 600 before hitting the floor. The stock market fell a lot quicker, but the pattern looked remarkably similar, with them both finding a floor last Monday. The Dow Jones Industry Average saw its biggest one-day point drop in history on Monday, and the S&P 500 had its worst day since 2011. So it says right here um, that there is a I recommend you guys look at it. It's cointelegraph.com, and it's called so is there a correlation between Bitcoin and stock market, yes or no? So there is a graph here that indicates where do both of them um, so it says here, let me read it to you. One area of data which seems to show a sort of correlation in the matrix of Z score and pin scores. These correlation graphs are quite confusing, but the gist of it is that it to assess the share of Z scores that is negative or positive, there is evidence of either or direct or inverse relationships. In the graph below, the numbers are called z-scores. They represent the direction and strength of relationship between the two sets of data. The higher absolute scores z-score means greater correlation, while the lower c-score means less correlation. It took me a while to even understand those two paragraphs, and that's why I'm reading it to you, because if I since I don't completely understand I kind of got the gist of it by reading this next paragraph. It says a simple glance of the correlation graph can show that the relationship between Bitcoin and S&P 500 is at a weak positive relationship, but the correlation between VIX and Bitcoin negative zero point 0.3, making a moderate uh, relationship. So if you look here, when it's zero, they have no relationship to each other, and then when it's the higher it is, they have more relationship, and um, and then the lower it is, they still have a relationship, but they have it in it seems like a negative. If I'm correct, leave a comment in the leave a comment and let me know if you guys understand this better, if you can explain it better than I can. So here it says that for Bitcoin, so it was red. So that means there is a correlation between Bitcoin and Bitcoin, of course. But see, Bitcoin and the S&P 500, no. because you could see that there is no correlation. And then here, VIX, because it's VIX is a volatile investment, it does have a correlation, but in the opposite side of Bitcoin and Bitcoin. If I explain this correctly, let's see, and then I wanted to read this. It says, well, maybe this one is not really important. Um, and then I just wanted to read what VIX was. Known as a ticker symbol, is a popular measure of stock market expectations of volatility in implied by S&P 500 index options, calculated and published by Chicago Board Options Exchange. It is colloquially referred to as a fear index or a fear gauge. So I just wanted to give you kind of like a definition of what VIX was, because I was kind of stumped on that one. But what do you think? Do you think that the stock market, that people are manipulating the stock market as well as the the um the crypto market? Do you think that they're both just one side of the same coin, or here one side of the, I don't know what this is, a timer? Let me know in the comments. What do you think? Is it just the same thing but just called differently? The stocks, of course, is you know different companies, and you taking a share of it, and um, with crypto, it's different parts of a company, but you're getting coins or tokens instead of shares of it. So this is Crypto Keo. I hope you liked this article. I thought it was extremely interesting. And also check out this guy. Let's see if I get his name right. Gregory Mannarino. Gregory Mannarino. Mannarino. Um, yeah, he has a lot of really good stuff, and he kind of interweaves the things that are going in the bond market, in the stock market, the housing market, and it the way he explains it, everything really makes sense. um, Again, this is Crypto Keo. I know I was about to finish, but I kept on going. Share this video, like it, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Again, I will see you in the next video.